Constitutional Law for Dummies. Would it be required reading? Welcome to Burden of History, where we don't just talk about power, we talk about the people who abuse it. Loudly, proudly, and with receipts. And today we're discussing a book that doesn't exist, but absolutely should. Constitutional Law for Dummies. Because after recent headlines, it's clear a few folks need a refresher, starting with the man who thinks insulting him on the internet is grounds for exile. Let's start simple. The Constitution is not a suggestion. It's not a set of vibes. And it's definitely not something you can rewrite because you're in your feelings. You can't just grab a Sharpie, draw a crown on your head, and pretend the First Amendment was a typo. It's not a loyalty club where you lose your rights just because you didn't clap loud enough at CPAC. Sorry folks, but constitutional rights don't work like a punch card at your local coffee shop. Let's be clear. Birthright citizenship is protected by the 14th Amendment. If you were born here, you're a citizen. Period. Not unless you tweeted something mean. Not unless the president gets triggered. In July 2025, Donald Trump posted on Truth Social that he was giving serious consideration to taking away Rosie O'Donnell's citizenship, calling her a threat to humanity. Rosie O'Donnell was born in New York. You can't strip someone's citizenship like you're canceling a Netflix subscription. That's not how laws or the Constitution work. The same folks who say they love the Constitution also say things like separation of church and state isn't even real. Well, that's why this book needs to exist. In big print, with diagrams, maybe even pop-ups, because apparently some people need constitutional principles explained like they're assembling IKEA furniture, with pictures and very small words. Some leaders out here act like they've got king status, issuing threats, ignoring court orders, rewriting history on social media. But here's the thing. America runs on 3 branches of government, not vibes, not vendettas, and definitely not Truth Social. The founding fathers didn't design a system where one person gets to throw constitutional tantrums every time someone hurts their feelings. It's time we stop pretending that loving America means you get to ignore the rules. Real patriotism means understanding the Constitution, not weaponizing it like a child king with a toy gavel. So yes, Constitutional Law for Dummies would be a bestseller. In fact, it should be required reading for anyone who's ever held office, run for office, or threatened to deport someone because of a punchline. Let's make it a hardcover, laminated, large print, and in all caps for those who only learn when they're being yelled at. This is Burden of History, where we teach the Constitution, not from fear, but from facts. If you're tired of the nonsense, hit that subscribe button. And share this before someone else confuses a dictatorship for a debate stage, because the Constitution is not optional. And apparently, it needs a reboot.